Welcome back to Inside Everyone. Ladies, we know the sizes that we see on the runways, right? We've always seen the size 2, zeros, double zero. I mean, I personally think there are so many plus size women out there who deserve much more credit than what they're getting. There are a lot of plus size women out there who have curves. You know, there are shapely women out there who could actually model.
Or even normal size women who
Just
can
normal,
do it.
exactly.
Just normal, you know?
Yeah, like your average
Well,
size.
in the fashion world, normal is plus size. Normal is an 8, it's a 10, and in the fashion world, an 8 or a 10 is plus size.
That's true.
But they're so skinny though. How does that work out?
Like, they don't even look healthy sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I know oftentimes like designers are like, oh, you know, it's more fabric. You know, they need someone who can kind of just float down the runway. But I just always feel like, well, maybe if you think about it the other way, maybe if you market to a larger demographic, maybe more people will buy your clothes. Just maybe. I don't know, you know, but that's how I think about it.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel I've noticed more, you know, normal sized women modeling. I've noticed more ads with, you know, women who have a normal sized body, not super skinny like most of them. I
yeah,
don't
there's
know.
like an underwear commercial. I don't remember the underwear brand.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm thinking the Dove commercial.
There's like an underwear commercial with, you know, plus size women, and they're in their bras, in their panties, modeling. Yeah, something like that. And I think it's, you know, I like to see things like that. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right. I've seen a lot more.
That's not really fashion, but
Hey, Cal.
You know what?
It's moving a step forward.
Advertising.
Yeah.
It's advertising. There's still modeling. There's still models.
Exactly.
I think I guess I can see where the high-end designers come from, where they want the audience to focus on the clothes and not the girl wearing the clothes. And if she has boobs and hips and butt, you're more likely to say, oh, she's so hot, she's so gorgeous, rather than focus on the garment.
On the garment.
It's supposed to be a mannequin coming down the runway.
That's
Is what
a
it's
good way to
supposed
put
to
it.
be.
Yeah, the person
Very
is
true.
the model's supposed to like disappear to the audience, right?
So you just
As they're
see the
walking
clothes.
around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
the problem comes in because a lot of high school teenage
They
girls,
see that as a
they're
role model.
well, a lot of them are that size at that age, and that's when they begin modeling. The issue comes when they become adults and they're 18, 19, 20 years old, and their metabolism is slowing down, and now the only way for them to maintain that
to
figure
stop eating.
is to stop eating.
Right.
And then that's when young girls see this 25-year-old girl who's completely emaciated, looks like a skeleton,
Right.
completely unhealthy,
where
and
it
says,
gets sad.
that's who I want to role model. That's who I want to model my life after.
Right.
Which goes back to where I think, you know, yeah, so a very, very skinny model may make an article of clothing stand out, but I don't think it should be that way anymore. I really think that we need to see more normal sized women on the runway.
I completely agree with you, but at the same time, I guess, you know, we got to put ourselves in the designer's shoes. There's
Right.
you know,
But
pros
even
and cons to
so-
both sides.
But even so,
sides.
I mean, when you have a good body or whatever, you make the clothing look good.
Right.
So it, you know, I understand that for the clothing to stand out, you want the model to be skinny, but at the same time, if she's got a nice curve, it'll make that article of clothing look good.
Okay,
Say,
but
regardless of her size.
Yeah.
but a normal sized woman has cellulite. So now you put her in a pair of shorts and you take her photograph, and it's got to be photoshopped.
Well, I mean,
She
that's
doesn't, well,
like,
she doesn't have
Okay.
to model the shorts, Sandy.
Okay.
She can model the flowy dress.
Well, whatever
you know,
it is,
And cover the-
whatever it is,
and keep the skinny girls.
it still has
in
to
the
be
shorts.
photoshopped. Even skinny girls have cellulite. It still has to
Yeah.
be photoshopped. And now you get into the issue
stretch
of she's not real.
But everything's Photoshopped, so you don't even
As it
know,
is. You
really
know,
don't even
what you're
know.
looking at, what's real, what's been cut, pasted. You know,
yeah.
is that
I mean,
really
and plus
her
size women, I mean, that's
body?
not the only avenue of modeling anyway. They can do print, right?
Sure.
True.
I mean, there are skinny women who do print. I mean, there's other avenues, but
Yeah, and I do see that young girls do look up to that, and you know, they want to be sometimes models skinny,
Right.
and that's not always good.
yeah.
That's actually dangerous.
Yeah.
So
unhealthy.
again, it's unhealthy, and I reiterate, I do think that models need to be more normal. You know,
Normal
sized. Normal size. Yeah.
Probably, but I like that I've seen in more print ads the diversity in terms of, you know, size, but also, you know, ethnicity in terms of people modeling.
Right.
I think that portrays a more normal,
A
you know,
realistic,
a
yeah.
realistic approach versus are you emaciated or not, you know? I think it's nice to see people of color and
Right.
different people and
I
you
love
know?
that. That's a huge trend right now is ethnic looking people. Sorry, blonde hair, blue eyed white girls like me. But I love opening a magazine and not seeing that. I love it. I think ethnic looking women are so beautiful. So beautiful. I wish to God I had a tan.
We can fix that. I think there's a place out there. We can spray it on. Brush it.
A nice array, different.
It
people. I
is.
think that's important.
It is, absolutely.
Because that's a more realistic portrayal than just this archetype with, looks like this
Right.
height, and, this shape. That's how I see it. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, 20 years ago, it was you have to be 5'10" and a size 2 in order
It's
to
not like that anymore.
in order to walk.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not anymore. And I think that's a good. I mean, it's still tough. Don't get me
Right.
wrong.
Still tough. Like they don't go past what, a size 4?
Something like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
it's something, and then you.
I don't. Yeah.
But then there's some
the
people who
height
are very
requirement.
petite, and they're short, but they can still, model as well. So I think the doors are opening. We're being a little more accepting of what's out there.
And didn't
little
America's
more.
Next Top Model do
A short.
a
season.
That's right.
short,
That's right.
smaller girls.
Right.
And I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Because
You
there's
don't
so
consider
many-
that.
No, there's so
Exactly.
many little girls out there that never get the shot, and you know what? They're just as good as the tall
Exactly.
ones.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
You know?
I've seen
And
more.
I think that was great.
Absolutely. I've seen more girls from that season or cycle or whatever they call it out on billboards and in magazines than I have any other seasons.
Really?
And
Really?
yeah,
That's
I
good.
have,
Good for
absolutely.
them.
Yeah, I love America's Next Top Model.
Actually, I kind of do too.
We
I
can
love
do
it.
Me
it.
too. Me too.
Secret.
I know, right?
I love all the
Number 3.
challenges.
Yeah, they should have more of
and
those
the-
segments for short girls. That would be
Yeah, I
interesting.
think so, and I
Those
think
are
they
great.
maybe should also have another segment for full-figured girls.
I was just gonna say the same
I
thing.
think they had one for
be a
adults,
good
not
idea.
on America's Next Top Model, but a different show, and they did very well. They did very well. So we'll see.
There was one for the older women. Is that what you're talking about?
Right, but it wasn't with America's Next Top
It was
Model. It was
Yeah.
a different show,
That's
you know.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing
And they were
previews for
fairly,
that.
older ladies, but they held their own.
Right.
They really did.
They were
well.
gorgeous.
More
Of
inclusive.
course.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
So it's nice to see that,
Expand
array.
a little bit.
Change,
Yeah. I
You know.
agree.
Yeah, the change is good.
Well, ladies, I think we've had a great time on the show.
I do too.
Yeah, I think
I
so
do
too.
too.
So, Sandy, we want to welcome you again.
Well,
thanks
thanks.
for having, your
thanks
presence.
for having me.
and your beautiful purple shirt.
Oh, thank you.
But we hope to see everyone soon on another edition of Insight. See you later.